Guys, let's talk about the aftermath of Arsenal beating Real Madrid. Now, the conversation on the ground is Thomas Partey's contract renewal. We are going to talk about that. You're also going to take a look at what Real Madrid players are saying. In fact, it looks like a direct warning to Thomas Partey and the rest of the Arsenal players. You're also going to take a look at that and also talk about the female national team, the Black Queens, amongst many others. But before we jump into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. My name is Adam. You're watching SportsCornerGH. Quickly, let's jump into it. Yesterday, Arsenal beat Real Madrid by 3-0. I've already reacted to the game. If you have not seen it yet, please check out my previous video on this particular channel. But then I want to talk about the conversation happening on social media after the game. Arsenal fans believe that Arsenal needs to give Thomas Partey a contract renewal. Looking at his performance yesterday against Real Madrid, he was in the same midfield with Jude Bellingham. He was in the same midfield with Camavinga and also Modric. And yesterday, the composure from Thomas Partey alone sent a message to all Arsenal fans that they really need him, regardless of his age. They really need Thomas Partey. So Arsenal fans on social media are asking Arsenal to at least give Thomas Partey a contract renewal. 1 year, 2 years, whatever it is, they should meet Thomas Partey's needs. At this point, it's not the time for them to dilly-dally or try to look for a replacement. The player is fit. He is playing extremely well. And Arsenal fans believe that he is the reason why they won the game, aside from the fact that Declan Rice scored the goals and also Mikel Merino also scored goals. Thomas Partey was the third most important person for Arsenal, especially that midfield, the way he controlled the game, his interception, his block, his defensive abilities yesterday really did well for Arsenal. I mean, he was tracking back. He was playing as if he was 20 years old. Tracking back, balls from Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. He was man-marking them, doing the zonal marking. And for me, I think Thomas Partey did very well. And I agree with whatever is going on social media when it comes to Thomas Partey's contract extension. Now, at this point, if Arsenal does not extend Thomas Partey's contract, they are going to lose a valuable player to any team. And at this moment, if any team had watched Thomas Partey's performance yesterday, they'll reconsider signing the player. So for Arsenal, do not do that mistake of letting Thomas Partey go. Meet his conditions, try and then extend his contract, because he has really shown this season that he can go on and go on playing for a very long time with the same quality. So guys, that is it with Thomas Partey and also the contract extension conversation happening on social media. Now, let's talk about the message Real Madrid players are sending across ahead of the second leg. Now, they lost the first leg by 3-0, but if you listen to the messages from the players, they are very confident going into the second leg, saying that they can turn things around. Now, from Jude Bellingham, he says that they need something special to turn things around. And those special things happen at the Santiago Bernabeu, their own home. Real Madrid, see, you might think they are out of this competition, but they just make something magical happen, especially when they're playing at home. So Arsenal fans shouldn't get too comfortable, especially going into the second, leg. The Real Madrid fans are saying they have what it takes to turn things around, and that is what Jude Bellingham said. For Mbappe, he says that they need to keep belief until the final. That is trying to say that, see, it is not over like a lot of people say or a lot of people make it seem to be. It's just 3 goals. They can turn things around. So Mbappe is saying that you need to believe until the final. And Mbappe is part of some of the players who are sending that message across to the fans that do not lose hope. Keep on believing. We can get to that. Even Vinicius has added his own voice that they can make a comeback. So guys, these are some of the warnings for Arsenal players, for Arsenal themselves, for Thomas Partey, for Declan Rice, for Mikel Merino, for all the players there, saying that, see, they can make a comeback at Santiago Bernabeu. So for me, my message to Arsenal is that don't get too comfortable. Real Madrid, they might look as if they are dead. Let me use that word. But then in the second leg, they can come alive. They can start playing really good, and they can still turn things around. It's 3 goals. It's 3 goals. Immediately they're able to score a goal or 2 goals in the first half. In the second leg, it is game on for them. So guys, this is the message coming from most of the Real Madrid players, saying that they can do a comeback and they are confident ahead of that particular second leg. But then my message to you, or my question to you is, do you think it is possible for Real Madrid to do a comeback? Do you think it's possible for Real Madrid to do a comeback? Looking at what the players are saying, looking at Arsenal's stance right now, they have 3 goals in the back, 3-goal advantage going into the second leg. Do you think it's possible for Real Madrid to do a comeback? Let me know your answer down below in the comments. Now, let's move away from that and talk about another Black Star player who is doing so well with his club side, Red Star Belgrade. And I'm talking about Ebenezer Annan, the left back. Now, Ebenezer Annan has been able to win the Serbian league title with Red Star Belgrade after beating OFK Beograd by 3-1. Now, I'm happy for this player because this is his first major trophy of his footballing career, which is good for the player. For Red Star Belgrade, they have won the title 8 times on a row, which is really good. And him playing for Red Star Belgrade, he's going to win the trophies, and it's good for his CV, it's good for whatever he's doing. And I'm happy because a lot of clubs in Europe might be looking at this player, looking at what he has achieved with Red Star, what he's doing, especially with the national team. And it's a blessing for him because he's winning with the national team and also winning with his club side. So for Ebenezer Annan, good news for him. He has won the Serbian league with Red Star Belgrade. Let me know what you think about that down below in the comments. And let's end today's video talking about the female national team, the Black Queens. Now, the Black Queens engaged in a training friendly match with Senegal. 2 games. The first game, Ghana won. The second game, Senegal won. If you have not seen any of the goals and also the highlights, and let's check it out together.
Attention à l'équipe ghanéenne. Dans la phase de réparation. Elle passe au visage centre au second poteau. C'est le but.
Ah ouais. C'est le but sur la contre-attaque. L'équipe du Sénégal avait l'occasion d'ouvrir le score. Et sur la contre-attaque, l'équipe du Ghana ouvre le score et mène par un but à 0 ici au stade La Dior de Thiès. But marqué. Voilà.
Attention à l'équipe ghanéenne. Dans la phase de réparation.
Elle a fait un travail exceptionnel sur le flanc gauche. Un centre pour une tête en toute tranquillité. Ouais. Les Lions pour les encourager, mais également de magnifier votre soutien avec le drapeau national du Sénégal. Allez, chers amis internautes, on y va. Le maximum de cœur et de drapeaux pour l'équipe nationale du Sénégal. Vive le Sénégal, Sénégal Rec. Tiens, on va suivre. On va suivre. Les Lions veulent gagner ce match.
C'est le but. Amsatou Malado Diallo.
À la 90e minute de jeu, le Sénégal marque. Le Sénégal va gagner ce match. Oh là là, encore des cœurs. Encore.
So guys, you have seen the goals that were scored in the friendly with the Black Queens. Let me know your thoughts about it. This is in preparation for the Women's African Cup of Nations that will be hosted in Morocco later this year. And these players are training with their new coach, Kim Lass, to make sure that they are fully prepared for the AFCON. And the 2 games they played, it all ended in 1-0. Senegal won the second leg, Ghana won the first leg, which for me is a learning curve for these players because now they are not under their old coach, Nora Hoptel, they are under a new coach, Kim Lass, and they need to try and learn his tactics, his formation, and also his style of play, which is very important, especially if they really want to achieve something in the women's AFCON. But guys, this is where I'm going to end it. Let me know your thoughts about all what we discussed in today's video down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on notification. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we provide.